Hi and welcome. This sound bath is part of a 21-part series called the Archetype Path, From the Fool to the World, inspired by the timeless pattern known as the hero's journey. The hero's journey, sometimes called the monomyth, is a universal story that shows up across cultures, myths, spiritual traditions, and human development itself. It's the story of leaving what's familiar, meeting challenge and uncertainty, being shaped by experience, discovering deeper truth, and slowly returning with more wisdom, capacity, and wholeness. It's not just a story we read or watch. It's a pattern we live again and again through relationships, healing, creative work, loss, becoming, and growth. What I love is that the Rider-Waite Tarot mirrors the same journey through the major Arcana cards. Each card represents an archetypal stage of consciousness, a doorway we move through as we evolve and integrate. For me, tarot has never been about prediction. It's been a companion in my own healing, helping me recognize what season I'm in, what's integrating, and what wants my attention with more honesty and care. In this series, you're invited to experience a sound bath for each of the 21 major Arcana archetypes, beginning with the Fool and traveling all the way through the world. This isn't only about learning what archetypes represent, but about feeling how these qualities move through your body, nervous system, imagination, and subtle awareness. Each sound bath is designed to offer an embodied meeting with that archetype, helping whatever it stirs open or reveal more through you in a steady, integrated way. It's a space to notice what you're carrying, what's shifting beneath the surface, and what wants to settle into clearer alignment. Not through effort or analysis, but through resonance, rest, and gentle awareness. Healing and growth aren't linear. We spiral. We revisit familiar thresholds. We meet new layers of ourselves over time. Some stages feel expansive and joyful. Others feel quiet, challenging, or mysterious. All of them belong. If you'd like to explore this series in an interactive way, you're welcome to begin with the Wheel of the Great Journey, which holds all of the 21 archetypes. You can spin the wheel anytime you feel curious, reflective, or wondering where you are within your own unfolding path. You might hold a simple question such as, what part of the journey am I experiencing right now? Or which archetype is walking with me in this season of life? The wheel gently guides you towards the archetype that's ready to meet you, not as a rule or prediction, but as an experience to explore. When you arrive at that archetype sound journey, you'll also find a separate wheel of intention designed specifically for that journey. You're invited to spin it to help clarify what you'd like to receive, explore, or integrate during this session. Hold that intention lightly and let the sound do what it does best. Help your system process, settle, and realign in its own timing. Now let the journey begin. The Tower represents the moment when the journey encounters sudden clarity, truth, and the collapse of structures that no longer support growth. After becoming aware of unconscious patterns through the Devil, this stage invites honest reckoning with what has been built on false assumptions, avoidance, or outdated identity. In the story, this is where the traveler experiences a disruption that clears illusion and makes space for a more authentic foundation to emerge. The Tower carries the energy of awakening, liberation, and necessary change. She reminds us that while disruption can feel destabilizing, it often restores alignment and integrity that could not be reached through gradual adjustment alone. This archetype often appears when something false is ready to fall away, when inner truth can no longer be ignored, and when the nervous system is preparing to reorganize around greater authenticity and coherence. On a nervous system level, the Tower supports reorientation and adaptive resilience, helping the system discharge outdated survival strategies and reorganize towards safety and clarity. She teaches us how to meet change without collapsing into fear and how to allow truth to reorganize inner structure with steadiness and trust. This sound bath invites you to explore the experience of awakening and release, not as chaos or punishment, but as clearing, liberation, and the restoration of inner alignment. Before we begin, take one slow, deep breath in and allow it to release naturally. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine walking along a quiet path toward a small stone cottage that rests beneath a wide open sky. The wind moves softly through the tall grasses. The air feels clear and alive. The cottage has stood here for many years. Its stone walls are steady, shaped by time and weather. Fine cracks trace through the surface, revealing where the change has already begun. As you draw closer, a section of the outer wall gently loosens, the stones settling into the earth below. Light enters where the wall has opened. Fresh air moves through the space with ease. What was once enclosed now feels open. What once was hidden now stands in full view. The foundation remains strong. The ground beneath it is solid and supportive. Only what was ready to fall has fallen. The sky above feels wider now, the horizon more visible. Remain here for a moment in this clarity, this openness, this quiet strength. And as the image softens, allow the sound to begin moving through this open space, carrying the frequency of revelation and renewal forward. Set your intention. Welcome back. As the sound settles, awareness can gently return to the room and the steady ground beneath you. You may notice the qualities of the tower lingering. Clear sight where illusion once stood, courage where avoidance once lived, steadiness where fear once held power. The tower does not destroy what is real. It reveals it. You may carry forward a sense of sovereignty, resilience, and inner alignment, trusting that what remains within you is strong, honest, and built on truth. Take your time returning, bringing with you the clarity of what stands and the freedom of what has fallen away. Bye for now.